But generally, I would say with like how the team fight wants to be played, they have to wait a little bit more for like Tide's tankiness to come through. Because usually you have one guy that goes in, then the enemy team reacts, then your Warlock gets to do stuff. So it's a little bit... I mean, it's fast for the early game. I'm just thinking about the team fighting.
Some early TP ganks to the side lanes. Hasn't sort of had that chance yet, of course. 4 minutes in, yet to see a kill. We'll see here with the setup. Hellscream ready to cause some issues for Chira Jr. as they'll catch him by surprise, and we'll find first blood with that one. So nice little rotation from Hellscream. Both offlaners getting pretty similar amounts from the lane. We'll see them go for an attempt onto Tomato. Has already used the Shikuchi, so he has no way out of this one. Chira Jr. able to find a chance to get involved.
VP, they're the ones who are getting numbers advantages around this mid lane, and it's costing them dearly.
It's just pretty crazy to see, coming up to 9 minutes into a game, they've got 4 kills, and all 4 kills are the Tinies. And now Abed, he's ready to TP up towards the top and help out. As Yandex tried to get aggressive, but with the backup coming in from VP, see if they can get away with this one. Chira Jr. TPing in as well on towards the front line. They have Malady coming through the twin gate and ready to drop down the Golem. They've killed off Fly. They'll use the Golem to sort of just zone Abed out to the side of the fight. Saxa with the chase down onto Hellscream should be able to catch and control him. Snowball into Sprout comes into play, so they will get the chance to get Chira Jr. some action, take out the 2 supports. They weren't quite able to kill off any of the cores themselves, and they do still... It's going to be a very, very fast timing from him. See Chira Jr. towards Saberlight. It's good damage here coming out. They'll drop the Ravage for this one, make sure he can't escape.
Well worth it.
Very nice aggressive plays here from Yandex, starting to really strike back against VP despite those early sort of fumbles around the mid lane. See how much he wants to stick around, because Yandex are heading over. Tomato still poking around, seeing what information he can find here for the team. Gonna get caught by the snowball. I mean, he's living on the edge there, Tomato. My goodness, only just gets the time lapse out, but they've got the Golem at the ready. The Shadow Word ticking him down. He's got to run. Even Chira Jr. thinking about TPing in. He might still do so. TP's over, will not find the Weaver. They'll turn towards the CM instead. Fly will get out a little bit of the ult, but they'll quickly put a stop to it as they end his life. So Tomato is able to live, but he was very much living on the edge and almost baiting the team into a bit of a rough fight there, VP. They're lucky to get away with just losing the CM.
Yeah, Saberlight still cutting bottom in the meantime, but it feels hard for this Axe to actually interact with the game. There's so much team fight from Yandex, so much obnoxious stuff. VP's heroes, if you look at them, they want to skirmish, they want to get these kills. Tiny Bounty Hunter. They're going to try on notice, but what can they do to this hero?
Yeah, it's tough to take him down. Tomato's coming over. We'll be able to offer up a little bit more sustained damage here with the bugs down the right clicks. He's actually going to focus elsewhere. He's looking over towards Malady. Malady is simply going to try and TP away, but Arbed's in with the jump avalanche. So they will at least get that kill. Same time though, bottom lane, Watson Chira Jr., they find the chance to take out Saberlight. So after sort of that early game of rough moves from Yandex, it's now sort of Yandex making the superior trades and VP sort of getting pulled into the way that Yandex want to play now.
The tank in the near future, it's not Weaver, it's not the nukes. The nukes just aren't enough. He presses 1 anchor smash and heals up.
So they get here. Coming in with the wraparound. They've got the full 5-man down here, VP. So if it is just Saxa going down, Yandex, they won't mind that too much. It is taking the entire team of VP to make this move.
It's good to open this tower, stop letting people from getting XP down here. Give more space to Saberlight. Keep farming up, get closer to that Blink Dagger, and then further down the line, the BKB or other items, so that he can actually get involved in the game. As just running in and casting his spells, not an option this game.
Yandex just looking for the trade. They might lose the tier 1 bottom, but they should be able to finish off the job here in the mid.
There's definitely a lot of supporting cast heroes on VP if you look. There's not really any stars besides maybe the Weaver, but this is a Weaver that's going to need to be super farmed. He's going to be top net worth, dishing out all the damage because Tiny, he's going Yules.
So look at the opening. It's a good toss back into a call. Very nicely executed there between the two of them. Saberlight kind of trapped though. They'll drop the Golem down onto him as well, so he is not getting out of this one. But getting away with that very nice toss-back play there.
Well
Taking
worth it.
the jug out of the game.
Tomato getting a lot of nice space and top pressure out of this. Gonna force Tide's TP up here. And moving Yandex's heroes around is the name of the game. They lack mobility, they lack catch.
And Arped and Hellscream, they were thinking about trying to go for Chira Jr. a second time, but Chira Jr. still got backup around him.
Ooh, rare miss from Soxa.
Whereas VP a lot rests on the Weaver, as you say, to the point that if this Weaver does get caught and jumped in the start of a fight, gonna be in trouble. See Chira Jr. It's gonna be spotted out here. Gets a bit of a nasty surprise with Arbed and Hellscream around, but I tell you what, those two don't offer up enough burst to kill him. And now his stacks are coming in to cancel the TP out from Arbed. They might be able to turn this Yandex. Arbed is going to get chased down, sharded, sprouted, still turn, get another avalanche off, so he will get what he came for in the first place, Arbed. Still get the chance to bring down Chira Jr.
Tomato dies top, or what happened?
That went surprisingly well for VP considering the sort of situation they were in.
Dude,
they get the kill bottom, Arbed lives, and elsewhere, the jug's dead. They now get the call on towards Notice. He is still, of course, a pretty beefy target to try and kill. They're going to go for it. And I tell you what, whoa! They don't quite. Tomato very close to picking up that Hyperstone on the way to getting that Mjolnir done. And honestly, the fact that he's managed to stay top net worth without obviously being on in that sort of situation where he was able to rush the Mjolnir means that once that Mjolnir is there, we're likely going to see his farm continue to skyrocket at the top. Tomato. Chira Jr. continues to get these pickoffs again. Just having an exit, see around the mid actually. And look at the jump. Saberlight's going to get him with the call onto the two of them. Arbed has to follow up Avalanche, and Tomato's ready to bring in the damage. They'll be able to take down one of them. Can they get noticed as well? He is still incredibly tanky on this Tide Hunter, and he's got backup. The Bonds and the Golem drop down on towards Saberlight. He's gone. And Tomato, he'll have to back off, so still very much seeing that to kill the Tide, it is going to take an incredible amount from VP and likely an amount of damage that they don't quite have at the moment.
No, definitely not. Tomato needs to force the Sox to TP top. Giving Saberlight time to finish his BKB will be huge. Give him some extra time of survivability in these fights, but you still have to worry, can you actually kill them in the duration of the BKBs? That's the question, and I don't know if you can.
It's going to be hard. TP coming in on the bomb.
Oh boy.
See if Saberlight reads this. He has got Tomato around. So Tomato can turn and try and help if he wants to. Saberlight's dying pretty quickly though. Now Tomato and Hellscream will reveal themselves. So Saberlight does die. Ravage is going to be there to hold back Tomato. See if they can finish Chira Jr. They can. Surely. No, the heals are coming in. They can't unless Tomato can chase him down. He's going to want to go for this kill, Tomato. He does not want to let Chira Jr. live, and he will manage to chase down and finish him. Does not end up sticking around to attempt for Noticed, of course. Doesn't want to waste any time tickling this Tide Hunter. To lose Saberlight, but Tomato's able to get in the action and take down Chira Jr. in return.
It's a big kill. Anything you can give to this Weaver, you take it. You're sort of a forced off track bot at this point.
It's all went to the time. Last time they were able to get the steal. This time they're able to just get it themselves, nice and easily.
It does feel like that steal earlier changed so much of the,
it was a nice steal.
The momentum of the game. Getting the Tormentor steal, getting that kill as well. Since then, it's been Yandex in the driver's seat, and like you said, gold lead massively ballooning.
We've seen again, VP trying here and there with these smokes to catch Yandex, but even when they do, it does just tend to be a support here or there. As now, the Golem's going to be dropped. Saxus he's not even dead. He lives through them, trying to drop everything onto him, and now the Ravage into the Omni comes out to Tomato. That's the Weaver gone. They couldn't even get the support this time, and they lost the carry for the effort. Pretty much the worst hero they could lose in that situation. Tomato's dead.
And Roche is dead too.
Without getting caught by these abilities, but of course, as a Ravage in the game, and we're seeing Notice, he's been having a great time on the Tide. He is very ready to get that setup, and of course, with this build, that you've had to go for on the Weaver. You know, you can't afford to get the PK because you have to go for this damage, but at the same time, that means this Ravage from Notice is guaranteed to be the end of you in every team fight. They're taking the bottom racks. It just hasn't worked out for VP. We'll see them get the chance to find Chira Jr. I say get the chance, he's just going to find them. He turns to kill Saberlight. This is falling apart completely. I don't know how they turn this one around now, Quinn.
I don't know either. Look at Tomato just tickle this Jug. Needs to hit him 35 times to kill him. That's not even counting the healing ward. As Watson pushes on,
yep. What
can you do to this masked, blade-wielding man? Not much.
Let's see what they can find here. Saberlight's coming with the buyback. That's Notice. He's in. They get the control in on towards Arbed. Saberlight will go for the call onto Watson, but there's no one in position to provide any follow-up damage, so Watson's fine. Saberlight, he's got to run with the last of his BKB, but Watson, he's able to finish him off. I think someone was able to sort of force him in there so he get the last few hits to take down Saberlight. It's a dieback from the Axe. He's out for 80 seconds.
Oh, and they're going for the jugular now. Mega creeps. Mere seconds away.
And Notice, he's in. He's got the Ravage as well if he sees a chance to drop it. Chira Jr., he TP's in incredibly aggressively because he's not scared. He just knows that there's nothing's going to hit him, nothing's going to hit anyone. Tomato's trying to get him with the punches, but the healing wall was pretty much healing more than the damage that the Weaver was doing. They get the jump in now, Arbed. Avalanche maybe with this toss back. Frostbite as well onto Chira Jr. It doesn't matter. Ravage is there for Notice. Tomato's dead. I think they're going to be done with this game, and indeed they are. GG is called. Yandex with this lineup, just from a certain point onwards, the game became impossible for VP.
It really did. Abed ends the game 5-0-6, played almost perfect, it felt like.
The early game was fantastic, but then what happened?
What can he do against these heroes? Watson still upset even after the loss, apparently. Yeah.
I think he's thinking back to that one death.
He's still reeling from getting solo killed, but Yandex, some great prep. I think they had a much easier draft to play. I think both teams played decently, but it just felt so much easier for Yandex.
I guess when it comes to itemization, also, Centaur doesn't care about Gen too much. You can build auras.
Also, I learned from Mira that you need to max W. Oh! The
when
rolling
you play
boulder.
Mid?
Yeah.
Why?
Because reasons.
There's reasons. I don't know if that's
like a billion games of Earth Spirit. So
okay, but not on this patch. I don't know if that's correct.
I think there was a creep there that he was trying to get. otherwise, he just really didn't want to get hoof stomped.
All right, I take it back. Apparently, they're getting clap top. They made some bad trade, and now he's dead.
First blood.
And now you look at that gank that Abed made earlier to this top lane, and you question, was it really worth it? He was doing so well beforehand. He does this gank, misses out on so much XP, and now down an entire full level. Over 1,000 net worth.
Supports coming in. See if Watson can get away from this one. We'll lay down the silence. Saberlight's going to try and move forward, but the Frostbite will catch him. Now Sax is in on top of him as well. It's Chira Jr. coming in with a rotation. Watson still alive, finally falls.
Big magnetized.
See if Arbe can get some sort of a cleanup here. He's going to lose his supports though. Hellscream's dead. Charge up from Saxa. They're looking over towards Fly as well. They'll get both supports here, Saxa. And Arbed, he has to leave this fight. Chira Jr. is going to try and chase down, but Invis Room will be there at the ready, so Arbed will manage to separate.
It was kind of garbage. It paid off in like 20-something minutes. And
but now it's going to pay off in like probably 18 minutes or something like that on the Master, yeah?
That's probably still pretty sus. Takes 36 minutes to farm 2k gold.
Yes, but no. Yeah, but then you sell the Midas, right? So then it's taking 9 minutes to get the money back, right? Is that on the Master? Anyway, back in the mid, Arbed is dead. See if they can get Chira Jr. in return here. And pop down a pretty nice TM. Will get put to a stop by the Crush, but I tell you what, the damage has been done. They have the Nether Strike into the Bashes, on towards the Splada. Yandex getting the cleanup in the mid there off the back of that one. As, again, sort of some awkward decisions it feels to sort of fight into this Dragon Knight, as at the moment, Chira Jr.
Just let your Earth Spirit be. Let him gank other places. They're going to try on him again. Maybe they can get him this time, but I don't know.
Just a fair bit of damage. I mean, either way, they might lose heroes in return. Looks with Tomato coming in. They will get the job done. I mean, and that's what's needed, right? They have to bring in that sort of extra bit of damage, that extra presence of a hero like the carry, bring Tomato over to make sure that they can actually kill this Dragon Knight off. And they do.
We haven't really talked about it much this game, but it is a pretty good carry Muerta game. Juggernaut, Slardar, both heroes that only do physical damage. Muerta, when she presses that ult, she will be invincible to them. Chen also no real nukes. Batrider a very committal hero, so if you're not bursting this Muerta, apart from the Magnetize, she will have very free fights.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nice angle and no messing around there from Malady. Let's have the freezing field to ensure Hellscream is gone, and this area remains nice and safe for Watson.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Top to try to put some pressure on. That means his bottom tower is toast. They do have the Vessel now and a DD on Abed, so this could go very poorly for Yandex if they're not careful. I say that, he's dead.
Yeah, VP's bringing a lot in, but Yandex are bringing in a little bit more. Chiro Jr. turns up ready for the defense, so they'll quickly kill off Saberlight. Now see if they can find more from this. I mean, if anything, they've got to run from this now, VP. The Dragon has arrived. Hellscream will fall. And the push put to a stop there. Yandex not afraid to bring in the numbers and hold that tier 1 tower. Same time down bottom. Tower will fall. So you notice with the Stampede, Arbin and Tomato, can they find him in the trees? They can. So might get the tower, but will lose his life.
Very big kill. Spells are going to be massively diminished.
Yeah.
Earth Spirit is really bad against Lotus Orb. If your Magnetize gets cancelled, you're just worthless in the team fight.
Look at this. Teasing about the setup onto Tomato, but Tomato's got backup and he's got further coming in. The entire team of VP will turn up here. They want to strike back at this poke from Yandex. Will they get the chance to? They're closing in, they'll get the lasso. It's a big one on towards Watson. They have to follow up. He's going to try and run. He'll get the ult off, doesn't matter. The magical damage is there to burn down Watson. VP put everything into that move there, bringing the full 5 of them and just charging straight back at Yandex. And it pays off. They get the carry.
They do, and they can keep things going. No Stampede now. They're going to go for Roche. I'm not sure about just hitting this straight up. Yandex will definitely contest, and they are not weak.
Can they time the jump? Can they get in at the perfect opportunity to go for the steal? They'll get at the side. Noticed in at the front of the fight. They'll start turning towards him. Sax are thinking about going for the charge. They'll get the Dragon Tail stun off one towards him, but now in turn, Arbet goes straight in with the roll forward. They have the Omni Slash coming in. Some great hits here from Tomato. Cuts down Malady, and now Chiro Jr. is stuck in the river. Tomato gets the double. As that fight falls apart very quickly there from Yandex. You know, VP immediately, Arbet sees the angle to get in, and Tomato's just able to walk off. Within this sort of period that VP, you would imagine, are definitely going to stay on the aggressive, continue to make these moves and see who they can find out alone on the map. No core up here at the moment.
Malady is set up for that Tormentor again. He wants to steal another big one. And they're not going to see him.
Is he going to get away? Whoa.
They saw him,
They saw him. It was a cute idea.
It was a cute idea.
No one that's going to work. He's dead, and with him out of the picture, VP have all the space to take this Tormentor.
They get the ward as well.
Hellscream, quick with the setup. Immediately down towards the bottom, gets the lasso opening into the crush. Arbet's able to roll in.
Perfect spellcast.
Quick plays there. Coming out from VP now, and exactly as you need to see from them with this lineup and with this chance they have now. Tomato is on his own top, though.
There's Aegis, so... the ones.
Is there...
DD on Dragon Knight.
He should be fine on the second life, though, right? Yeah. Oh, say that. The right clicks, as you say, are certainly going to hurt. A good free bashes might do it. It's not going to be enough to stop him and get the Omni Slash off. Saxa will die, but now with the Omni Slash used, Tomato ends up falling at the end of it all.
The DD. That is not good from Tomato. They were in such a good spot before that.
They really were.
Giving some back the other way. That's going to give a lot of time. You can already see VP starting to move backwards on the map. After that kill, sort of defaulting to farming some of these back camps without their carry, but that's going to give space for Watson to farm whatever he wants down on this bottom side. And for DK to start closing in on that BKB, getting this big kill on Juggernaut top gives him a big boost of gold. Can VP change that?
Dire are scanning.
Let's have a look. A look for the opening here. Straight away, they get the catch here on towards the bat. He'll be able to force away. Hellscream will survive. Chira Jr. just at the front of the battle here as the Dragon forcing Abed to roll away. They get the chance to kill Malady, but they don't really get to touch any of the cores of Yandex. Now they turn back towards Watson. Abed again with the roll forward, but the Dragon Tail controls there in on towards the Earth Spirit. Watson, he's got the ult ready to go. Hellscream getting forced out to the side of the fight. They have to kite out the ult. See Watson now trying for the TP out, but they come in with the crush. They've got the kill. They've brought down Watson. They're going to be able to bring down Noticed as well. VP, very nicely there in that situation, finding the perfect sort of timings to kind of weave in and out of that team fight. You know, sort of kite out the potential of the Dragon Knight, kite out the potential of Watson during the Pierce the Veil, and then getting back in, getting these kills. Excellent.
So we'll get it, but they're losing tier 2s for this.
And honestly, I feel like if VP's got the sort of the courage and the confidence, they can go for the high ground, right?
I think so.
At least see what happens.
At least force them back.
Yeah.
And if they're aware of it, they could have seen this Dragon Knight, the fact that he's used his ulti, and in a game like this, when his ult is on cooldown, he will do absolutely nothing. He's one stun and that's it. VP with the banner and the catapult, so there's no dragging these creeps off the tower. You need to fight and repel them.
Yeah, VP ready to really come in with the push now. They know that they've got this strength. They do not want to sit back any longer here. And in they go for these. Lotus is there, will bounce back the Swift Slash. You've still got the main one, the Omni, ready to go, Tomato. Yandex, how do they get VP off the barracks? Tomato, taking the rain tracks.
Seems like they don't know how so far.
He's going to stand his ground with the Blade Fury to try and finish this off. They're trying to get rid of the banner, but stabilized him with the crush onto the both of them. A bit of a bash onto Sax, but the Crimson's out. The Omni Slash comes in onto Noticed. Wow. Now he kills him off through the Crimson. That's going to be Noticed gone. Now look for the angle to get the freezing field in from the side. Saberlight just moves him with the BKB.
Very
Commander
deep.
turns over with the Blade Fury, but actually able to get the blink back to safety there. Well, I say safety because Arbed's in on the backlines here with the Magnetize, but they will get the jump onto him, take him out with the Dragon Tail stun. So Abed does end up losing his life, but his aggression does mean that Noticed feels forced to buy back. And obviously throughout all of that attention being drifted over towards Abed, but deep on the back lines, the space is there for VP to clean up the barracks. And if they can sort of chill out, making sure not to push it too far here. They get what they came for, a full set of barracks. They can just sort of reset, wait until some of these big ults are back online, the Omni Slash can go once more. Out on the map, Noticed and Saxa.
I don't think you're killing this, Chad.
I mean, they're stepping out pretty aggressively, and Fly is not alone. Saberlight's here with Tomato ready to turn. Arbed's ready to come in from the side. Noticed, he's going to try and TP out, but they jump in with the slash. They take him down. And now on the front of it all, Pierce the Veil's popped by Watson. He's trying to turn and do the damage, but at this stage, he still doesn't do quite enough. They can just kite him out. And now Saberlight's ready to get back in on top of Watson as the Pierce the Veil comes to an end. Malady's trying to bail Watson out of this, but the BKB's back up from Saberlight, runs down Watson, and now looks to dive back into the base. Saberlight gets the double. They are crumbling here, Yandex, to this power that VP have right now. VP continuing this aggression into the base. The buyback will come out from Watson and Malady. If VP can kind of just get out, sure, they lost kind of Arbed on the front of that, but if they don't lose anyone else, they're happy. They might be ready to get back in. I mean, you got to bear in mind that Tomato, he's got the Omni Slash ready to go once more. There'll be a Ghost Step to providing some safety here for Malady. Silence on towards Tomato. But he can stand his ground with the Blade Fury. Can he get the Omni Slash off? There it is. The Omni Slash is there, straight over towards Watson. That's Watson dead and gone for 100 seconds.
Buyback from Bing Bong.
VP. They're playing across the never. Oh! The crush misses, but Saxon sort of panics and cancels his own TP. Still will be able to run away, so he'll be fine. Tomato's getting low, but he's still, you gotta remember, got this ages throughout this all. He's still got that for 30 seconds.
He does.
And they'll get the grab. Lasso's there. Swift Slash at the ready. Saberlight comes in with a crush. Chira Jr. is gone. VP. They really stepped it up here in this game too. Their confidence when they found it has started to just absolutely destroy Yandex. Time and time again. Tomato's got to be a bit careful
10
now.
seconds on this Aegis.
Let's see what he does with this.
Looks like he's going to be able to reset it and get the HP.
I mean, they're still sticking around. I do feel at this point, maybe VP do need to take a little bit of a breather.
Pedal to the metal. The Aegis heals him up. Swift Blink online.
You're right, he's back in. Saxo with a quick charge. Holds back Tomato, but VP push Yandex back away from being able to defend these barracks. Okay, Chira Jr. is now in the blink onto Saberlight. Tomato still looking to go just straight at the Dragon Knight, straight at the objectives. Crimson Guard buys a little bit of safety, but not enough to stop the melee reaction going down. Sacks in with a big 5-man charge there across them all, but will it matter? He gets the ult control onto Saberlight, but the Hand of God's popped as well as the Stampede here from Yandex on the other side just to get away from them. It's a decent freezing field from Malady, enough to help bring Arbed down, but will end up dying at the end of it to Tomato. As Tomato continues to rack up the kills, Saxa deep with the charge. Does he really want to try and chase this, though? It's a bit far outside of the base, and Saberlight's ready to just turn straight onto him. A little bit of safety with the Yawls. The Deadshot not going to connect onto Tomato, but the silence is down. Will stop VP from pushing into them.
VP, they're living.
Can they get that angle here? Yandex with the high ground. VP are going to expect that they're around here. Arbed's going to check out the situation. They get the jump in with the crusher straight away. Look at the slashes coming in, bringing the Centaur down low. Not enough to kill him, though. Notice, able to get out to the side with the car. Arbed in on the front here with the BKB. They're going to turn and control Arbed. Arbed has to roll away at the side. That's going to be the Dragon Knight dealt with, though. Chira Jr. gone and Deb without buyback. 40 seconds is still on cooldown. Saberlight back in with the crush. Tomato bringing in the damage. Malady and Notice gone. VP, can they get Watson as well? They can. Roll forward from Arbed. Puts a stop to Watson's TP. That fight may just be the end of this one here. VP get as good as they were looking for there. They don't get quite all 5, but they get the 4 of them. More than enough to take this Roshan, get the Aegis, and ready to run it down these lanes.
No buyback on Chira Jr. And this Jug is just too strong. We saw it in the fight. It's so hard with the Swift Blink to stop him from getting these Omni Flashes.
Damage.
As soon as it's out, just and their HP is gone.
Let's have a look. So yeah, buyback has just come back off cooldown for Chira Jr.
Okay, so they've got 4. 2 more if they want to use them.
And VP one swift fight away from closing this game 2 up. As there's the jump, in they go with the damage, but the Ghost Scepter's there, okay. Malady's gonna live this time. All buybacks now being used here by Yandex.
Magnetized on 5 heroes.
He's bringing them low. Saxon might tick out. No, the save's there. Notice able to get him back to the safety of the fountain. Tier 4's in trouble, though. Saberlight back in with another jump on a Watson, but Malady's there to back him up. Jumping from Notice, who's Stomp follow-up as well. Still, this is a very tanky Slaughter at this point. Watson's going to put the Pierce the Veil, try and get in position to do the damage, but he's lost Saxa. Saxa has got buyback, but Watson's controlled. He's out. No buyback on him, as he's out for good. VP ready to close this up as Tomato's in with the Swift Slash. Notice trying to hold them back, but the heals come in. Saberlight back on a full HP. Notice to fall. VP just picking up these extra kills to close it up and push this to a game 3.
My goodness, VP heard it from us, heard it from the panelists. A lot of questions about their draft. Could they pull this series back? Felt like Yandex was the better team in this series, but VP fires back and says, no, we're in this too.
Wow.
And much better draft and much better play from them.
Yeah, no, they really picked it up.
Yeah, I actually was thinking Weaver, because you were talking a lot about, like, you got to protect the backline. Yatoro did a fantastic...
Holy moly.
Holy meatball!
That's
First of this
special,
event, last of this event. Let's go.
Throw me to them.
VP do have some answers for him. Jakiro, pretty good.
Talking about the Jakiro, they have the disruption set up onto him. Battle Hunger as well. Blood Grenade thrown down onto Fly. This will be the first blood for Notice. Bottom. Actually get Watson pretty low there with the spam. Does have a salve at the ready to reset and get back into better position for the lane. Now after that top move, Chira Jr.'s now got the urn online. Nice and early.
They're doing very well bottom. Yandex is just straight up winning the lane. Dodges the Gale and then kills him.
Surely, yeah, he's got to go down for that one. Watson does have the second Meepo out now. So we'll look to try and fight back, take out Hellscream, and will succeed in doing so. Also getting a lot of damage onto Saberlight. Saberlight will have to be a bit careful now that Watson's got the 2 Meepos out.
Especially with Venom spawning soon. The dives top don't stop.
They really don't.
Still here. He's dead again.
And that was with what sort of the fresh use of the Meteorite.
They both TP'd and both died again. This top lane is an unmitigated disaster.
At bottom this time round, Saberlight, is he going to be able to survive? I don't think so.
Denied.
He's going to try with the Wolves, and he's not going to be able to succeed as Malady gets the kill with the poison. These side lanes starting to get a little bit messy for VP, despite the fact, obviously, that the CS have been great, especially down here on the Lycan. We're seeing Yandex now find the chance to get kills and return. Watson is going to be taken down very low here, especially with the wolf upon him.
Nature's Prophet.
But Jira Jr. indeed TP's over, takes out Hellscream, and makes sure that the kills continue to roll in for Yandex on both of the side lanes. The dream setup, and he's absolutely abused this potential perfectly.
Oh no.
Not again. Not again, Quinn. Oh no.
I don't. Okay, I'll be real. Why isn't he just farming jungle?
Well, he was. It's just that wasn't his own jungle. I mean, you got to specify
I do
when
need
you're
to specify.
telling him.
That's my bad. I'll be clear next time.
Not that jungle.
Tomato, your jungle.
Oh dear. Well, maybe the rest of VP can find some more kills here and there elsewhere. They'll find Saxa. Hellscream should... Well, I say that.
The Stoked is killing him. Stoked is killing him.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, was ticking down very low to that.
As maybe they're going to try to make a move here, but I don't know if that's a move that's going to go well. Nature's Prophet has an entire vessel. Axe is here with this Giga Battle Hunger, but here they go.
Let's have a look. They're going to try and open up on towards the Axe, coming in with the full combo. Still get the chance to pop the call. See if they can kill him off underneath the tower. TP backup coming in. Notice still alive. They couldn't quite kill him. Is he just going to survive throughout this or no? Finally, they get him out with that final bit of damage to the top. But Tomato, he's under the tier 1. That's the Terrorblade dead again. And now Saberlight and Arbed, I don't know if they can go back in for more. They managed to find 3 kills as a team. But again, it's just the 2 supports plus Notice. They can't do anything about Watson. They can't do anything about Chira Jr.
He's been in the scene for a long time. Yo, guys, is fine. I played with Arteezy.
Yep.
He had plenty of games where he had a lot of deaths too. Got stuck on cliffs, all stuff happened.
Yeah, no cliff situation yet here on this TB.
He's only 0-7, right? He could be 0-8.
He might be 0-8.
Don't. Oh no.
Like, oh.
Oh no. Melody's invis.
Is he 0-8?
Oh no.
I think he's 0-8.
Oh no.
He's 0-8.
He's 0-8. He's 0-8. Well, he could be 0-9.
Well, I was gonna. He's gonna be 0-9 in the next minute. You gotta be careful. Well, again, you know, this has sort of been what's been going on. They'll lose Tomato, but then Yandex will lose the support somewhere. Just sort of goes kind of the rotation. Hellscream will tick out to the Battle Hunger.
This spell is still so messed up.
So a bit of space. You know, Tomato's getting a chance to breathe up on the top lane. I do watch him though, and I say I get a little bit worried the closer he kind of pushes round because he's back where that tier 1 was. You said he wasn't going to die here because the tier 1's gone. I think he might.
Oh no, he's got a defuse.
He's going to die here, even though there's not a tier 1.
Oh, big thunder!
It is a very nice thunder. Okay.
It was all part of the plan. Move your creep.
Look at that.
Get your creep out of the way.
Dude, move your creep. Who's that? Well, that's Saberlight.
That was Saberlight. Oh my
griefing there,
gosh.
not moving the wolves away.
This is a PvE game for Tomato now.
A very nice catch here. Arbed and Hellscream that found Chira Jr.
Man, these two have been so impressive in this series. Been a part of so.
Gonna get some setup onto Fly. Should be a quick and easy one here.
Yeah, it might be a solo kill.
I think he might just have it solo indeed. That's a lot of damage coming out from the Shadow Demon. Watson will help out with the last bit. Take the kill for himself. Thank you very much. Down bottom, they have got the grab onto Notice. Be a huge kill if they can find him, but the dunks come out into Hellscream. They're not going to get him. Notice survived.
Oh boy.
It's going to cost them both of their lives, and important lives as well there that VP needed to keep intact, as they were 2 of the major kind of forces keeping them in this game. If those heroes start to die, he's got the map by his side. He's in the mid, looking for the wraparound. Gonna find Fly pushing out the lane. Saberlight's coming in from the side, but do they really want to try and fight this? Arbed throw out the avalanche, the toss, but he's going to get caught by the ult of Malady. Supports push on. Chira Jr. Defensive disruption coming out from Saxa, buying Chira Jr. a bit of time. Chira Jr. will still go down, but time's been bought for Watson to turn up, take down Hellscream. Got Malady chasing out Saberlight to the side of the fight, will force him to pop the ult to run. Yandex not showing any. Oh, Tomato.
Is he gonna? Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Well, that's number 9.
Oh.
He died so fast.
Stop moving. Okay, again, as all things seem to have gone. You know, Tomato dies, and then Malady dies on the other side.
Dude, it's like these two are like psychically linked somehow. Like they're like twins separated at birth. When one dies, the other dies.
It's like that quantum kind of particle thing, you know?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Here we go, the dive coming in. Abed, he's going to try for the TP out, but the call's there. It's Abed gone. Saberlight trapped in the Sprout. He'll break his way out. See if he can run from these. As the jump forward from Notice, he'll keep the Battle Hunger ticking Saberlight down.
It's a lot of DOTs.
And he's gone. Saberlight to fall. That's all 3 cores dead on the map. On VP side of things, Jira Jr. seeing if he could catch off Hellscream, but won't quite yet. Smoke time from VP. They want to try and go for a risky play. I don't think they're going to get to the Roche in time, though. Roche is gone. Aegis is on Watson. Do VP still want to do this outside of the base? Saberlight's going to pop the ult. Watson's already in with the jump on towards them. They do get the last one at Jira Jr. It doesn't matter. The call's there from Notice down to the 3 of them. Tomato goes down. Hellscream to fall. Abed nowhere to run. They tried to take their chances as looking for a fight outside of the base. Saxa won't even die there. Saberlight spent the fight chasing him down. Saxa survives. Jira Jr. cleans up Fly. See Saberlight go for the TP out. He'll at least live, but everybody else on VP is gone.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Whew. This is a rough game. I think if you VP, your only option is 2 specific letters in all chat, because all hope has been lost.
Yandex completely having VP's number here in this game 3. This was, yeah, it kind of just more than a stomp, just completely dismantling VP.
Crushed their spirits, even more than their gameplay.
And VP now, 33k down. Can they push them back? Watson taking quite a bit of damage here. But he's going to be fine. And of course, does still have the Aegis on top of it all. Even if they're able to take down the ones, they'll try with the jump forward, but the silence does clip onto Notice. Thompson getting the call off. Saberlight with the ult back up. They do go for the lasso here onto Saxon. See if they can at least kill the Shadow Demon, but Hellscream, he's falling low. Saberlight will die. Saxa able to easily survive. Hellscream not able to get back to the fountain as he ticks out to the Battle Hunger. Abed, he'll put the BKB as he tries to run, but this game is over. I mean, it was over a long time ago. GG is called. Yandex take this series 2-1 against VP.
Man, oh, that was rough. I think picking this tiny blind this early in the draft, both games in Nature's Prophet was just too powerful, to be honest. Jira Jr. had way too much impact. All these kills in the side lanes.
Yep.
Game just snowballs drastically out of control, and they just can't recover